Hi guys, it's Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, and I am here to do the 10 yarn questions tag. I've been tagged by 2 people, and I've been read the riot act quite a few times for not having done it yet. So, I guess let's start this and see what comes up. So the first question is, what is your favorite color of yarn? Now, I know many of you will say that I would say that it is orange. And yes, I do love orange yarn. But I don't have a lot of it. My actual favorite colors to work with tend to be blue, yellows, oranges, not very many greens, although I do have a lot of green yarn because I bought that for my mom to make things for my mom. Now that my mom is no longer with us, I still am using green yarn and what I make is donated in her memory. But yes, I have lots of multicolored yarn in blues, yellows, oranges, pinks. I really like pink yarn. I love any color neon yarn. So actually maybe my favorite yarn color is neon. That's my favorite yarn color, neon. Okay, number 2, what is my favorite weight of yarn? Anything 4 and below. I love working with fingering and sport weight. I am not a fan of working with the bulky stuff, but I do have a lot of bulky stuff, and you will notice that a lot of what I have been using has been bulky just so I can get rid of it. It is use as much yarn as I can year, and so I'm just picking stuff that goes with Setta's calendar cal, and what's in my pick my next whips, and just, you know, whatever I can find. But I have been working with lots of bulky, but my favorites are 4 and below. Okay, what is my favorite style of yarn? I do not have a favorite style. I have a style that I loathe, and that is boucle. No matter what I try to do, that's Homer and Tallulah. No matter what I try to do, I cannot work with boucle. I have not tried it in the granny stitch because I'm not a fan of the granny stitch. Boucle. I do have some boucle yarn, and I will try it in a granny of some sort. I can see some Hellspun up there, but not my favorite. I actually don't have a favorite because I like them all. What is my favorite fiber? That's a hard one. I love working with cotton or cotton bamboo, that type of blend. I like working with wool blends. I like working with, you know, anything. But if I had to say a favorite, I think I would have to say cotton, because I like to make washcloths. I've been making lots and lots of washcloths. So I'm getting rid of a lot of cotton, and I'm making a cotton scrap yarn rug. Okay, but I do like acrylic also, because I do make baby dresses and all types of different things, lap gowns, shawls for charity. Okay. What is my favorite brand yarn that I can get easily at a local brick and mortar? I have 3 brick and mortar, actually, I have 4 brick and mortar stores that I can go to. One is Walmart, one is Joann, the other is Michael's, and then we have a local yarn store here. I don't go to that one very often because they are pricey, but I do like what's in there. So my favorite brand that I can get easily at a brick and mortar, I do make a lot of baby dresses out of Caron Simply Soft. So I would have to say Caron for the Simply Soft because I do make a lot of baby dresses. Okay, so Caron would be my favorite to get. What is my favorite brand outside the U.S.? I haven't bought outside the U.S. in a while because I am on a yarn buying hiatus. I'm not saying a yarn ban because in my mind, yarn ban means buy a lot now. So I'm on a yarn hiatus to use up the piles and piles and piles of yarn. I have totes in the garage. I have totes in the living room. I have totes in the den. I have totes in the hallway, in my bedroom, and in this yarn room. I could open up my own store and still have too much yarn. Yes, I did say too much. So did I even say what is my favorite brand outside? I did not. I would have to say Etrafil. From when I did buy a lot from Hobium, I loved Etrafil and their cakes. So I'm going to go with Etrafil. Okay. What is my favorite yarn store online? Hands down, it is Expression Fiber Arts. I love the variety of yarn that Shandy has. I love working with the smaller weight. It is expensive, but, and I have not bought from her in a long time, but I have a section, where is it? Right here, that is filled with Expression Fiber Arts yarn, because I love it. What is my favorite brick or mortar? I tend to go more to Joann than I do to Michael's. Our Michael's does not have a very big selection. Our Joann does have a bigger selection. Walmart is terrible for yarn. So I tend to go more to Joann. So number 8, do I keep my scrap yarn? I do now. I have always kept cotton scraps. With the others, I did not. And I mortified some people when I threw some of my scraps away. So, I am saving my scraps. I do not have very many. at the bottom of this shelf, and you can't see it, but it's one shelf below this one. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 little balls of scrap yarn, and that's all that I have because I am trying to use all of it at one time. But I do have 6 little small balls of scrap yarn. And I promise I won't throw it away anymore. And you two know who you are. Okay. Number 9, what is my favorite thing to crochet or knit? I have 2 favorite things to crochet. Baby dresses and washcloths. You can never have too many washcloths. And you can never donate too many washcloths. My favorite thing to knit, my knitting skills are very minimal and very slow, so my favorite thing to knit is washcloths. Though it can take me 3 weeks to knit one washcloth, I'm slow. And number 10, if I could only knit or crochet one thing for the rest of my life, what would it be and what yarn would you use? If there was, I could only do one more crochet item, it would be a baby dress using a neon orange Caron Simply Soft, and I would donate it in my daughter and granddaughter's name. If I could only knit one thing, I would try my darndest to knit a hat in, where is it? Okay. Here we go. I would do my darndest to knit a hat for my husband in Kiviute, which is the keep warm hair of a muskox. So this is Kiviute. It is super, super soft. It keeps you super, super warm. This one happens to be in Crystal's favorite color. Sorry, Crystal, if you're watching, not my favorite color. But my husband would love for me to knit him a hat. I only have 2 skeins of this because it is super, super expensive. I only get these whenever it is time for me to renew my, what's the word that I want? I guess a pledge to the muskox farm in Palmer, Alaska. There is a muskox farm, and it is, you can Google it. It's Muskox Farm, Palmer, Alaska. They do hand comb all of the muskox. They have been handled enough from the time that they were a baby. And then it's spun, and then it comes into this beautiful, beautiful stuff. They do have some colored ones, but I was trying to get enough to knit a hat. And since I don't know enough about knitting hats, this is a lace weight, and it has about 185 yards in each one. So I'm not sure if there's enough in here, but I want to get 3 of them. And since I only buy one once a year because it is so expensive, That's why I only have 2. It'll be time in August to renew my pledge. So, and when I do, I will get another one, and I might start knitting a hat. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to tag. Who can I tag? How about I tag Anita from YOH Crochet. I'm gonna tag, let's tag Rosalie from Yarn It Out. Let me see. How about Seta from Seta's Place? I'm not sure if she's done it yet. I haven't caught up with her her stuff. And how about Nance from Nan's Next Knots? I think that's a nice little 4 tags is good. You want to do 5? Okay, we'll do 5. How about let me see. Crystal from Coffee, Crochet, and Cuddles. So, thanks, guys, for watching. I will see you next time, and have a great day. Bye-bye.